everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Talk Tonight. I'm your host, Heather Bravo. And today, as I have previously promised, I am delivering an episode dedicated strictly to our beloved Eynelys Garcia. We are going to be talking about her political career today. We're going back to the year 2020, maybe end of 19 of the year 2019 into the year 2020. First, Eynelys Garcia was on the board of Our Revolution LA, the Antelope Valley chapter. They do a lot of community outreach, a lot of political advocacy, and they were just a really great organization. And she got fired up when she heard about them and started doing a lot of communicating with them. And eventually they offered for her to be on their board. And that was something she was very, very excited about. So wanted to share that with you. There's a logo and some information on that you'll be seeing as well. After that, while she was still a board member, Eynelys worked on Cenk Uyghur's campaign. She hit the streets doing protests. She attended rallies. She met up with some amazing people. She ran into a good dear friend of mine, Devin Rayford, at one of the rallies. And later on, he posted a video of the rally. And I was telling him, you see her right there? That's my best friend. And he was like, oh, yeah, that's my contact. And so it was really cool that he knew who she was before I introduced them. And they got to be good friends, which was great. So here is a couple of pictures, and here is actually an ad that she recorded on behalf of Cenk.
My name is Eynelys. I'm a voter in Palmdale, California, and I support Cenk for Congress because we need somebody that will actually go to the House floor and just rail against all of the injustice nonstop. Call these representatives out by name and say, you know, Mitch McConnell and these other elected officials are the reason that we don't have $15 an hour. They're the ones stopping us from saving our planet with the Green New Deal. And I believe that Cenk will go there and fight and call these people out by name and never stop. And that's why I support him for Congress.
And so that was the video of the ad that Eynelys recorded on behalf of Cenk, who, no, he did not win that year. And that's okay. But she got her taste of what it was like for politics and what was involved in running a campaign. And so after that, our little happy-go-lucky Fireball Eynelys then joined the People's Party, which is a fourth up-and-coming political party. She was a chairholder and a spokesperson and was endorsed, the People's Party was endorsed by people like Danny Glover and Jesse the Ventura and Jimmy Dore. So here's what she had to say on a televised convention for 2020. There's also some posters and some information on what she stood for, what she believed in, and things that she was pushing to change and to make a difference. So here is her spotlight speaking at the People's Party convention for 2020.
My name is Eynelys Garcia. I am the Vice Chair for Our Revolution Los Angeles, a candidate for Palmdale City Council, and a proud member of Movement for a People's Party. The first thing I want to say is, can everybody feel the energy here, or is it just me? I gotta tell you guys, I cannot believe the energy right now. So thank you to everybody who's here. Look, today we're all here for the same reason. We're fighting for a better world, and we demand change. For far too long, Americans have been told that we cannot afford basic necessities, such as healthcare and education. Meanwhile, our criminal and corrupt government has stolen our hard-earned tax dollars to enrich themselves and the corporate elite billionaires that run our country. Today, we take our country back. We will be founding a major new party to take on the corruption of the Democratic and Republican establishments. And we will be creating a party that actually represents working class and middle class Americans, not just corporate interests of billionaires. As a Cuban immigrant, I have always felt a special responsibility towards protecting our democracy. When I was 7 years old, my mother and I fled the Castro regime, and we came to the U.S. on a visa. We struggled, and there were times that I could not see the light at the end of the tunnel, and yet we're still here today standing strong. As Latinos, we've been shamed into silence. We're so grateful to be here that we don't speak up, and we are always scared of the persecution that we see both in our brown and black communities. Today, our silence ends. You see, we are all Americans, and it is our responsibility to fight for our country, to tear down the corrupt system that has oppressed us for so long, and to build a future of equality that we can actually be proud of. The Democratic and Republican parties have been taken over by corruption, greed, and big money corporate interests. They have taken Americans hostage and have used fear to win our votes while squashing dissent. The corrupt criminals that are currently in office have sought to take everything from us. They've sought to take our dignity, our ability to put food on the table, the safety of knowing we have a roof over our heads, the chance to get an education without going into debt. Hell, we can't even get sick. And yet I smile because, you see, we have nothing to lose. These thieves, these criminals, on the other hand, they have everything to lose. And when you're down, there's nowhere to go but up. This is our moment. Para mi gente latina, el momento ha llegado. Vamos a ser escuchados, vamos a subir la cabeza con orgullo y juntos vamos a crear un mejor futuro. Unidos todo es posible. Sí se puede. The future is ours. Thank you. Gracias.
Okay, so that was her her little contribution to the convention for the People's Party. And if you're watching your screen while she was talking, then directly after you'll see that there's two kind of cartoonish pictures of her. One of them is made specifically from that convention, where it's talking about the moment is ours. We have nothing to lose. They have everything to lose. We have everything to gain. The moment is ours. We need to take it now. The other one was talking about a debate that went on between Trump and Joe Biden. So someone made these cartoon little comics of her, of Eynelys, and sent them to her. I do not know the gentleman's name. I know that she was very proud of them, very excited when they got sent to her. She immediately sent them to me. Sir, if you are watching this, please email me. I would really like to talk to you. You can email me at realtalktonight at yahoo.com. Please get a hold of me. I would really, really love to talk to you. Thank you so much for sharing those pictures with us. And she was very excited over them. She loved them. So thank you for doing that for her and putting a smile on her face. So then moving along, after that, our Eynelys decided to run for Palmdale City Council herself in District 1, also in 2020. Her name was on the ballot. She went door to door introducing herself to the residents in the community. And she was also helping them register to vote. So when she found out kind of where the borders of District 1 was, she contacted me and she was like, Heather, do you have any friends? that are in District 1. And I was like, yeah, a lot. So I started texting, calling, emailing my friends and just asking them if they would be willing to talk to her. I wasn't trying to influence anybody's decision one way or another. I just care that people are informed. So what their personal decisions to make in the end, that is just that, their personal decision. So I contacted the people that I knew, and it was right on her route. She literally walked her entire district going door to door, handing out pamphlets about information about her, about what she stands for, about what she wants to accomplish, and talking to them. And then she found out the majority of the people that she spoke to were not even registered to vote. So she was introducing herself, talking to them, and then explaining just how important it is for them to be registered to vote and to be able to vote no matter who they're voting for. So I was really, really proud of her. She was so excited. At the end of every night, she would call me and tell me, I signed up 53 people to register to vote, and that's major, especially for somebody looking at a political career. You want people registered to vote. You want them to know who you are. They want them to recognize your face and know it as a friendly face. And that's what she was doing. And, a lot of people that she spoke to then contacted me, and they were like, they fell in love with her. They loved her energy. They loved her excitement, her laugh, her contagious laugh. And it was just a beautiful thing. So she was out there in her community, explaining things to her neighbors, basically how voting works, why is it important, who the people are running, not even for city council, but just everybody in general. Like, she was just trying to get people to be informed, people to get interested in what is going on in their community and know that it's not only important for themselves, but for their family and for their futures. So that was something that was very important to her. And I was so happy that she was able to get out there and do that and meet all of those people. Unfortunately, she did have to resign or drop out of the race when we were told that her mother had stage 4 uterine cancer. Eynelys was needed not only to care for her mom, but also to care for her little sister, who is autistic. So that's what she did, being the noble person that she is. She put herself aside and her wants and her needs and her passions for her family, and that was just the caring, giving person that she was. So yeah, I was so proud of her for that. Eynelys always made her presence known as she marched, protested, and rallied with our community members, shouting through a megaphone, "Stop Killer Cops," and holding this poster she made in honor of George Floyd, A.J. Weber, and Breonna Taylor. It was a Stop Killer Cops, and it has their pictures on the poster that she walked around with. It was like a picket sign. She went out to City Hall. She made her presence known, and she made her voice heard, which I was extremely proud. These are some amazing memories that I have had the pleasure of making with Eynelys and supporting in any way I could. It has been my pleasure sharing all of these memories with you and sharing what an incredible person she was and allowing others to love her as I do. That helps keep her memory alive, in my opinion. Thank you all for your time and just listening to what kind of a person she was. And I'll be doing more videos on her. We have one coming up that's going to be about her talents. She was an amazing, talented person, but that will be on another episode. So till next time, everyone, thank you so much. Be safe, speak out, and love hard. Bye for now.